All right, folks, what's going on? Welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. We're getting started off here right in the kitchen. I'm basically going to be going over some meal prep stuff and show y'all how I do it and little gadgets and gazmos we got going on here in the kitchen. All right, and so you can see I got a whole fruit collection over there in the corner. That's not all of it, but you know, that's whatever doesn't fit in the fridge or things that aren't supposed to go in the fridge. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Where y'all tuning in from? We got Nay Nay first up in the chat. What's going on? Hello, how you doing? Welcome, good evening. Good to see you back. Miss Denise Stone always coming through. Welcome back. Good to see you in here. That's right. We get Miss D up in here. There we go. Folks, hit that like button. Like the stream to like the stream. All right. Miss D, the matriarch of the tribe. Hello and welcome. A hearty welcome for Raleigh, North Carolina. What's going on? We like it. We like it. That's right. And then they tuning in from Delaware. Absolutely. Good evening, tuning in from Chicago. What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me go live on IG right quick. Let's get the Instagram live going. Get the folks funneling in from there. Absolutely. Tris, welcome back. Good to see you in here. There we go. All right. Annie, what's going on? Good to see you back in here. From tuning in from Maryland. Oh, by the way, put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me clearly too. I really should be saying that at the top. I always forget. Smart Girl Chronicles. We got to change that to the Asia brand, right? We got a rep now. We got a rep for Asia Holistic. What's going on? Big shout out to you tuning in from Atlanta. All right. We got Romello. I hope I'm saying that right. Tuning in from Michigan. Big shout out to you. All right. We got Rozzy tuning in from Metro Atlanta. There we go. We got all the ones popping up in the chat. We love to see it. Mama Do tuning in. There we go. All right, folks. So before I get started with any other kind of meal prep stuff. Oh, let me go live on TikTok too. Let me go ahead and get that started. Get that squared away. Boom. And we up. All right. We are triple tapping it tonight. Let me check in with the folks over on Instagram. All right. Shannon from Philly, what's going on? Welcome. Fresno in the house. There you go. Sacramento. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Got the ones in the chat over on Instagram. There we go. So I'm going to keep it light tonight. Whoa, what's going on? TikTok acting up again? Couldn't connect. Try to connect now. Tick ain't talking right now. What's going on? All right. We're gonna have to check back in that. TikTok got problems, man. TikTok got problems. See, this is what we gotta do. This is what we gotta triple team it. All right, so basically I'm just gonna be running through some meal prep stuff, and portion sizes, right? How we determine our portion sizes and things like that, or at least how I determine mine. Right? Hold on a second, because I don't think this thing is gonna connect. So, what do I gotta do here? Do I gotta end it? Is that what I gotta do? And I gotta relaunch it. Listen, give me 1 second. 1 second. TikTok jamming me up again. Now let's try to do it one more time. Let's try to do it one more time. If we can't do it one more time, we're gonna have to leave it. Uh-oh, still saying I'm offline. All right. I ain't gonna be fooling around with this tonight. All right, so first off, let me deal with my tea. So basically, I got a tea steeper. All right, so my tea steeper here, basically, real simple. It's got this porous metal here, this porous stainless steel. I'm gonna put my herbs in here. So I got my herbs right here. So I'm doing sweet basil. So I'm just gonna get like a couple teaspoons of my sweet basil here. So we're gonna do that. Get that lid on a little secure, not too tight, just a little bit. So basically it just goes right here in my cup. Boom. I got a clear cutting board too, because I got a glass cutting board, because the wood cutting board, it was making my fruit kind of give it a little bit of a wooden flavor. I didn't like that. And that's it. So basically, yeah, TikTok live ain't happening tonight. That ain't happening tonight. TikTok got to get it together. It'd be drama with TikTok. So basically, this is it. And so it keeps the tea leaves in and infuses the water with the magical essence of the herbs. Just to say a quick few words on basil. Basil is really good for blood sugar management, improving blood pressure, vascular health, digestive health. Helps with depression and anxiety, brain chemistry. It also helps. It is antimicrobial, right? Antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. So basically, this helps to fight infections or prevent infections. All right, so basil's really good for that. So digestive health, immune function, sleep quality, blood sugar, blood pressure, all that good stuff, right? So the basil tea is really good for that. So I'm gonna let that steep for a little bit and cool off. So I'm gonna put this right here for a second. And the first fruit. Matter of fact, what do y'all want me to get started with first? Pineapple or cantaloupe? Which one do y'all want me to do first? Which one do y'all want me to do first? Sweet basil. That's right. I love sweet basil. It's so good. Yeah, pineapple. All right, so we got one vote for pineapple. Folks is definitely wanting to see the pineapple. Instagram says pineapple. We got some folks coming through. All right, well, everybody's a fan of the pineapple, so we're going to get started with that. Cantaloupe, we got one for cantaloupe. I'm going to do both. I just want to know which one y'all want me to start with. So being that I got a bunch of folks telling me to start with the pineapple, we're going to do that. Yep, pineapple. Oh, we got two for cantaloupe. So far, it's neck and neck with the cantaloupe and pineapple. I might have to make an executive decision here. We'll see. All right, folks. Pineapple, cantaloupe, cantaloupe, pineapple. It's neck and neck. It's getting tight. I'm going to have to make an executive decision. Okay. So I'm going to make an executive decision. I'm going to say pineapple. All right, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to start with. So I have two pineapples here. Okay. So what I typically do to know which one to start with, I'll smell the bottom. Whichever one smells sweetest on the bottom first, that's the one I'm going to go for. And folks, I might just say cantaloupe. So basically, I twist off the top. All right. So basically, what's interesting with this too is that you can actually replant the crown of the pineapple in soil, and another pineapple will grow out of the top. All right. So right in the middle here, another pineapple will grow out of the top. So you get some healthy soil, and you plant the crown in the bottom of the soil in the potter, and then start to eventually grow one in the top. So basically, to soften it up and get the juices flowing, I just roll it out a little bit. All right. So just massage it basically. All right, because I don't know about y'all, but I don't really do hard fruit like that. I don't really do that. Unless it's like apples maybe. But apples are like crunchy, but I don't know if apples are a crunchy fruit necessarily. I don't like no hard crunch. I don't like no hard fruit. All right, so we soften this up a little bit. And basically what I'm going to do is at the end of this, I'm going to weigh it. Matter of fact, I should probably weigh it now, right? So y'all can get an idea of how much your average cantaloupe weighs. So I got like a little food scale, and this measures in pounds and ounces and all of that. You can change the settings if you want it to be measured in grams, ounces, pounds, or whatever the case is, right? So it is here. Let it reset to 0. A little over 2 pounds, 2.11. 2 pounds, 11 ounces. So for the record, 2 pounds is 32 ounces. So basically this is roughly 30, well, not 32 because it's 0.11. So it's actually 43 ounces. So after softening it up, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut that part off. I'm gonna cut that part off. All right. So we got that there. This is a bit of a shortcut. I just recently started doing it this way. And then basically, just get the sides off, the rind. By the way, if you want to do like a tea with the pineapple rind, you can boil the rind in a pot and then drink the tea afterwards. So you can get that pineapple tea. So that's another way to make sure that you put every part of the fruit to good use. I ain't messing with all of that tonight, but I have a half a mind to keep the rind. So we'll see. There we go. Real simple. I used to do it a harder way before. This way is easier to do it. So I just got these little giblets on here, these little hard spots that I don't particularly like. I mean, maybe you want to chew them, but I don't particularly like the crunchies. I'm a texture person. I get a little funny about certain textures. So, okay. I don't want to lose too much pineapple, so I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna pick at it too much. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this, I'm going to chop it up, and then I'm going to put it in a bag for later. So this is prep. All right. And I'm also going to tell y'all, after I finish weighing it, like chopping it and weighing it and whatnot, I'm going to tell you the nutrient value of it afterwards. I'll do that. So cut straight down the middle. That like that. Well, actually, because I don't want to spill. This thing is getting a little juicy here, so just to avoid making a mess. All right. So typically what I do is just these sections, and I'll do about 4 of them. And I like to cut them into fairly small pieces. One, two, three, and 4. I'll set that to the side right now. Boom. What I'm going to do is lay down these chunks to the side. Cut those down. Lay these chunks down to the side. Boom. All right. So we got those, and then do the same thing here. This is how easy this is. It's really not that difficult at all. It doesn't take that long to do. Side. Actually, a little shortcut that you can do here. Just flip that over. Let me know if y'all can see what I'm doing. My cup is blocking it. So I'm going to temporarily move this cup out of the way. All right, so hopefully y'all can see a little bit clearer here. All right. And done deal. That's the whole pineapple right there. For me personally, this is one meal for me. So one pineapple is one meal for me. All right, so now so I'll just get a bag here. So I save my containers. Because I put in the container if it's time to eat. But this saves space in the fridge. Just put it in here like this. After this, I'm going to do the cantaloupe. So once I put this in there and bag it up, I'm going to rinse off my cutting board. This is therapy for me too. So this is therapy for me right here. It smells really good. And I'm really big on organization and neatness. So the whole prep thing, the order of operations thing, getting organized. It's all therapy for me. So this is a bit like a mental health exercise almost. Maybe not even almost, it just is. So we got that there. All right. So with this, I'm just gonna press the air out. Zip that up. So we're going to see how much of the weight we lost after putting this on the scale. All right, so now it's 1.8 pounds. So basically 16, not 16, it's 1.8. So it's 16 plus 8. So what is that? 17, 18, 19, 20, 24 ounces. All right, 24 ounces of pineapple. So if we check in with Chronometer, let's go ahead and check in with Chronometer right quick. So on Chronometer, if we do pineapple I'm just looking this up right on the fly right quick. And we do 24 ounces. 24 ounces of pineapple is 340 calories, 3.7 grams of protein. Yes, there is protein in pineapple. 89 grams of carbs and 0.8 grams of fat. All right. So basically, this makes up for 361% of my vitamin C for the day. So definitely a lot of vitamin C. Makes up 45% of my thiamine, which is B1, vitamin B1. 59% of pyridoxine. All right, let's see. 83% of my copper for the day. And 274% of manganese in just that one meal. All right. This is a major gut health food too. So if you have like gut health issues, digestive issues, I think pineapple would definitely be a really good food to add into your diet. So these are the two ripest cantaloupes here. So I like to feel them out. So this one is the softest one. So I'm going to go with this one first. This one is going to have to be the second one that I get into. These are some really good cantaloupe too, because you see that color? They have more of like that orange, beige kind of color. It's not green. So that's a good color right there. I like this color on a cantaloupe. It's not hard. If it's like hard and green, it ain't right. Do not cut into it because it will be crunchy and gross. So you definitely don't want to do that. My man James, what's going on, brother? Good to see you in here. Just catching up with y'all in the comments a little bit. Mary Lou, what's going on? Good to see you. I like that name, Mary Lou. I just went to the farmer's market on Saturday and got a bunch of fruit, and now it's all gone by Monday. Maybe I should hide it from the fam. Well, you know what? At least big shout out to the fam for getting into the fruit, right? You know, folks want to act like they too good to eat fruit. Seeing strong men follow a fruit-based diet is so amazing to me. I love how y'all are promoting it. I appreciate that. Big shout out to you for tuning in. Absolutely. Blend the skin with some cane juice and ginger and then add some lime juice. Interesting. Okay. Look at that. All right. Idri, what's going on? Good to see you in here. Welcome back to the stream. Yep, that's right. I got to sip my tea too. I got to stay hydrated during the stream. That's right. That pineapple tea. I'll boil that rind with some nutmeg rather simmer. Make the house smell good. True. That's right. Pineapple smells so. Pineapple makes you smell good, actually. So yeah, if you want to smell better, definitely pineapple is one of those fruits to incorporate. Pineapples and kiwis. Yep, I use the skin and add ginger to make a tea. There you go. That pineapple and ginger is a good mix. That's right. What's going on, Art with Duarte? Was it you thought to roll the cantaloupe? Actually, I don't really roll the cantaloupe, but that may be a good idea. Twisting the pineapple top off. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's been the easiest way for me to take it off. That's right, replanting the pineapple. I'm growing watermelon in the pot now. There we go. I would love to know how that turns out. So definitely next time you tune into the stream, let me know how that goes. Is it normal to see mold at the bottom of a pineapple? Yeah, it's normal. It shouldn't be like full blown where it's just covering. You might see a speck of mold, and that means you better cut into it, but it shouldn't be like any significant degree. No, that means you've been letting it sit for way too long. All right. G. Ellis, do you eat bread? Not really. No, bread isn't really a part of my diet. I mean, I don't have it. Like, on occasion, I'll eat bread, but I don't really particularly eat bread much. No. Juju, what's going on? Good to see you in here. Do you mix the fruit like cantaloupe and pineapple in the same bowl? No, I usually eat like it's a mono fruit meal. I usually eat them separate. All right. So that was 1.8 pounds, that pineapple. So now let's get into some cantaloupe. Look at that. Boom. Now, cantaloupe smells amazing. Look at that. Look at that. Cantaloupe smells amazing. Cantaloupe will make you smell amazing. Cantaloupe is amazing. You know, 48 ounces of cantaloupe, too. That's like 11 grams of protein and only like 430 calories or something like that. You know what I just realized I should have did? I should have weighed the cantaloupe beforehand. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna retop it. Because I'm curious to see. Hold on. 3 pounds. So 48 ounces. All right, so just scoop these seeds out right quick. By the way, if anybody has any good ideas of what I should do with cantaloupe seeds, definitely let me know. Because I don't really know what to do with them. But I haven't put a whole lot of research in what to do with them either. But if anybody has like a thing that they do with the cantaloupe seeds, definitely let me know. I'd be interested to know what y'all do. You know, when you do one thing that's really cool about like a raw diet, and I don't eat fully raw. I don't want to, you know, I don't abstain from cooked food. It's just not really can't like cooked food is not really a significant part of my diet at all. I mean, I usually eat almost entirely raw, probably like a good 98% raw. I don't really eat cooked food much. I eat it every once in a while. The high raw stuff would be like roasted nuts, roasted seeds, roasted kasha, something like that. But I don't really use the stove much or the oven. I don't really do much cooking. So it's really convenient. Like this is meal prep right here. By the way, this one cantaloupe is also one meal for me. So this would be like a meal number 2 for me. So I'm just scraping out all of them cantaloupe seeds, and I'm about to check the comments in a second to see. There's some stubborn seeds in here. All right. Here we go. Matter of fact, let me check. Yeah, that's right. What do y'all do with the cantaloupe seeds? Let's see. And watch them grow? What you do? What will watch them grow? Yeah, throw them boys outside and watch them grow. Just throw them outside and watch them grow. Have you done that before? Like, have you actually like planted cantaloupe seeds and had something grow? I love to mono eat cantaloupe and watermelon. Yeah, I don't particularly mix like different types of melons together. I don't really particularly do that much. No. What are the folks saying on IG? Hold on. Could you just juice it and would that be a meal? I mean, you could, but the thing is that I like to eat the food because I like to chew my food. I like to get a little jaw workout going on, and I like to get the fiber and everything like that. I like cooked lentils and chickpeas. I'm highly raw as well. There we go. I mean, yeah, chickpeas and lentils. I think that's a good addition for sure. As a matter of fact, I want to show you something here too. So I got sprouted lentils. So these are sprouted green lentils, right? So this is like I put like a quarter cup in here, and I put them into a salad and things like that. So I'll do kasha, sprouted green lentils, and chopped mushrooms. And if you see those little tails. I don't know if you can see them, but that's how you know they're sprouted, because you see those tails in there. And you could just eat these straight out of here. So just like that. And you can just eat them straight up. And they're like salad greens. That's what they taste like. They taste like greens. They're a little bitter, but I'm used to bitter. I don't really mind bitter. Folks, definitely like the stream. If you like the stream, for my folks over on Instagram, double tap the screen. You know what I'm saying? Show me some love in the algorithm there. All right, let's get to it. So, got that one down the middle. Boom. Boom. Start with the edge first. So with this part here. Boom. 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 So now this is the tricky part. I don't know if I really advise people to do this. This is how I do it. But I carve the skin off. And that's it. So these kind of just, I hold it in my hand and I do like this seesawing motion with the knife. And this is how I get like a really close cut. I don't know how I do this without cutting my hand. If you were to ask me to explain how I do it without cutting my hand, I don't know if I could really tell you. But I've been doing it like this for years, and so I just got used to doing it this way. So I just rock back and forth. I take my time. I'm not like impatient with it. And this is how I do it. By the way, those sprouted lentils are a really good source of proteins, a really good source of magnesium, iron, copper. It's got a full amino acid profile. Really good for gut health, good source of fiber. So I think sprouting lentils, or just sprouts in general, sprouting lentils, sprouting quinoa, sprouting mung beans, that's all good stuff. Boom. All right. So yeah, basically, I get right at the edge there, and I just pry into it. I didn't do that one right. All right, there we go. So, and you know it's crazy. I've never cut my finger. I've never cut my finger. I know people will watch me do this and be horrified. Like, dude, you're gonna cut your freaking finger off. And I'm like, well, maybe, but haven't done it yet. And this is a big part of my meal prep. I've been doing this every week for years. I might try to try a different way of doing it actually on the stream, just to keep people's minds at ease. So yeah, basically these long parts here. What you could do is I can go. Actually, no. You can lie it flat. and just do it that way. It's probably a safer way to do it. I feel like it's not as therapeutic doing it that way, you know? I like doing it in my hand in a skillful, challenging way. It's a bit more therapeutic, you know, the finesse. Finesse. All right. But yeah, I'm actually not even that good at doing it that way. I feel like real clumsy. The cantaloupe is slippery too. So boom, I could do it that way. It's a little jagged doing it that way. That works too. So right here, go down on an angle, and then boom. So you could do it that way too. So that works. I want to get like one of those chefs that they just cut like super fast, like whap, 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 whap. I don't know how they do that. Those people are machines doing it that way. But I don't want to rush through my prep either, though. I kind of like taking my time with it. You know. So, like, you know, food is a big part of my life. Nutrition is a big part of my life. I like the colors of the food. I like the smells. I like the taste. I like the feeling of the fruit in my hands. I like getting good fruit. You know, I like picking the fruit. I like testing it. You know, like watermelon, you tap it, you smell it, and you feel around it and whatnot to try to get like a really good one. I like all of that. That's like very therapeutic to me. I like sprouting things, like sprouting quinoa, sprouting lentils, watching them grow those little tails and things like that. I like doing that stuff. You know, so like you know, the more that I do like this agricultural style of eating, the more of an appreciation I get for like plant life and growth. You know, that's why I'm like, man, I don't know how people would rather butcher an animal than like just chop fruit. That's just crazy to me, but to each his own. All right, folks, so right here, we got that side done. Boom. I love the color of this cantaloupe too. This is such a good color. It looks like candy on the inside. It's crazy. I mean, the color. Look at this vivid orange. It's insane. It smells so good too. It's crazy. I mean, it's hard to believe. This is like food, you know? Because this is like candy to me. And it's like, this is like actual food, legit food. Like, yeah. And I'm a sugar addict. I love sugar. So when I can just eat fruit and this watery, sweet fruit and get my fix for my sweet tooth, I mean, there's just nothing like it. The only thing about like eating a lot of fruit at one time is you get a food belly. Because you got all of this food in your stomach right after you finish eating. If you eat like a large portion, like you eat a whole melon, that thing will just be sitting in your belly. You get like a little food belly. It don't last very long, but you know, it's noticeable. A little food belly. All right, so almost done with this end here. The next watermelon I get, I'm gonna get a watermelon the next time I do this whole thing. So to make your meal prep real easy, you can use the Ziploc bags and you just measure out your portion sizes in the bags. Boom. Boom. All right. So you can just measure out your portion sizes in the bag and then, you know, put it in a container when you head out or get ready to eat or whatever. Just do that. See, it's definitely quicker cutting it this way. That vibrant color. It's like bubble gum. It's like nature's bubblegum color. My mom, I remember this was like one of her favorite fruits to get, and she would always offer it to me as a kid. And now I think I'm even more of a fan of cantaloupe than she is now. So when I was a kid, I wasn't really big into cantaloupe like that. But now, I got a real big appreciation for it. Because I don't really eat candy or junk food or anything like that anymore. I actually don't really eat. I mean, I have access to things, you know, chocolate, cakes, you know, vegan Reese's Buttercups, chocolate peanut butter cups thing, the vegan version. I don't really have an interest in that kind of stuff. Like my palate has really changed. But I mean, the thing too is that like if you want to stave off like sugar cravings and just get your sugar from your fruit, and that's how you fix your sugar cravings. Another thing that helps too is drinking bitter teas, right? Because the fruit and the teas help to improve your palate, and they kill bad bacteria that drive negative food cravings. So when you combine the teas and the fruits, you get used to your bitters. You know, you get used to eating your bitters. You don't have all of them crazy food cravings. And then also, if you battle against like, you know, food cravings like salt, crunchy, sweet, real late at night, it's because you've been staying up too late. So you really want to satiate yourself with the best stuff before you go to bed and get to bed at a decent time. 9:30, 10 o'clock, 10:30, something like that. You don't want to be staying up too late because that's when you start having problems. That blood sugar get a little low, and then you start getting a little hankering for some poor food choices. All right, folks. Here we go. So now we're gonna bag this up and then weigh it. Real simple, easy stuff. So this is meal number 2. Meal number 2. And then meal number 3 would be like, I don't know, like a couple pounds of grapes or something like that. Alright, almost done. And then I'm gonna weigh this as soon as I finish bagging it. I think what I might do too is soak some oats. Oh shoot, I didn't cut that. I missed a spot. I missed this one. Turn that one on its side. I got a little. There we go. All right. So you just rinse this off right quick. You want some cantaloupe? Let me weigh it first. Hold on. So I'm gonna throw this shirt in the wash. I probably shouldn't do food prep with a white shirt on. But it's okay. All right, let's see how much weight we lost during the prep. All right, so this is 2 pounds and 13 ounces. 2 pounds, 13 ounces. Then there's these. Basically, I don't prep these beforehand. Like, so for example, this is what, 5 bananas, so this would be 1 meal. So this would be, these 5 bananas would be 400 something calories. Let me see. By the way, let me look that up too, because that cantaloupe was 2 pounds, was 2.18, right? How is it? Is it good, the cantaloupe? Yeah, there you go. That's right. All right. So let me look up the cantaloupe right quick. All right, so fresh cantaloupe, 2 pounds is 32 ounces plus the 18. Look at, I'm over here doing all kind of math today. So that is 50. No, what I'm talking about, that's not 50. So that's why I'm not a math surgeon. So for some reason I can't do math in my head right now. Actually, no, wait, 32. Is it 32.8? It shouldn't be 18. I think it's, hold on a second. Let me weigh this. Oh, you already. Did I said it was 2 point, it couldn't have been 2 and 18 ounces. That's not right. Because 1 pound is 16 ounces, so it couldn't be that. So I don't remember what it was. Was it 2 pounds and 11 ounces? Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, so it's like 30, if it's, what, 33 ounces or something like that. And a massive brain fart on camera right there. It's like, this man can't do no math. All right. So that is 318 calories, 7.3 grams of protein, 76 grams of carbs, and 1.8 grams of fat. Oh, or fruit flavor. It was what? Oh, 2 pounds and 13 ounces. Got you. So 32 plus 13, 45. Okay, so that's actually 45 ounces. So let me adjust. All right, so now that is 434 calories, 104 grams of carbs, 10.7 grams of protein, and 2.4 grams of fat. Now the cantaloupe, and this is a really big deal, is a very high amount of vitamin A or beta carotene that gets converted into vitamin A. So that beta carotene, this is 239% of my RDI for beta carotene, vitamin A, and vitamin C, 520%. The cool thing about like a fruit-based diet is all the vitamin C that you get. And vitamin C is basically like a detoxifying agent. It's like a detoxifying vitamin. So the vitamin C flushes your cells. So it's, you know, so when people talk about like a raw fruitarian diet or whatever, it's because a lot of the foods are detoxifying foods. So this makes up for 66% of my folate, 100% of my potassium, Oh, hold on, what just happened? Thymine, 44%. Yep, potassium, 100%. This is also makes up for 37% of my omega-3 essential fatty acids. So just that, what, two and change grams of fat from the cantaloupe, that's where that omega-3 comes in. Copper, this is 58% of my copper and 33% of my iron. So there's actually a significant amount of iron and copper in this food. And then magnesium, 36% of my magnesium. So yeah, that cantaloupe, and look at that, only 434 calories. Not bad. Not bad at all. And so then if I do the bananas actually a really good source of magnesium too. Bananas actually help you lose weight. Because bananas are a good source of tryptophan, zinc, magnesium, potassium, all kind of good stuff. So those 5 small bananas. So those bananas are 449 calories, 5.5 grams of protein, 113 grams of carbs, and 1.7 grams of fat. All right. So once again, an abundance of vitamin C, 48% right out the gate, abundance of potassium. Very significant source of magnesium or manganese, as well as copper and magnesium, right? 32% of magnesium. And magnesium is one of those things where you need an abundance of that in your diet, especially if you're trying to build muscle, lose weight, correct hormonal imbalances, and all of that type of stuff. It's a big deal. And that food scale I got, that food scale is like 22, 24 bucks, something like that. It's not that expensive. 45 ounces cold. What did I say? That's right, Juju's the mathematician of the stream. She's the mathematician of the tribe. 2 pounds, 13 ounces. Look at that, folks is looking out. The fact checkers are coming in hard. That's right. I need my fact checkers. Coach, what is the cutting board you have called? It's a tempered glass cutting board. I'll put the link to it in the Discord. That and the food scale that I got. What percentage of protein would you recommend for building muscle on a raw vegan diet? And what is your favorite food for protein? So basically, I accumulate protein with all of my foods. Actually, I'll show you outside. Mushrooms, all right? So what I do is I'll put like mushrooms in my salad with like cashews and kasha and sprouted lentils and things like that. This is muscle building food right here. These mushrooms, this is a big deal. And so I got the portobello mushrooms here and got the baby bella mushrooms. So those are a really good deal for adding more protein to your diet. For me, well, in generally for raw vegan, having your protein intake anywhere between 10 and 16% of your macros is good enough for building muscle. And then I do overnight oats, right? So I gotta refill that mason jar. So this is the one that I get. I get the old-fashioned oats. So I get Nature's Path. oats, right? So I get these in bulk. So I get like 6 of these in an order. This is my last one. So I would soak that in a sprouting jar, which basically has a mesh lid at the top. I don't play with the sprouting. I be sprouting everything. Yeah, so basically I leave those to soak. So yeah, that's you'd get a decent amount of protein from those. So I think like a cup of the oats is like 12 grams of protein. I do like a cup of almonds or something like that. That is 24, 26 grams of protein, something like that. The cantaloupe, the pineapple, all that, all the protein adds up. Your leafy greens, you actually get a lot of protein from leafy greens, believe it or not. The sprouted lentils, so like a quarter cup of the sprouted lentils, that's like a good 12 grams of protein. The mushrooms, I do like 2-3 cups of mushrooms, something like that. That's like another 5-6 grams of protein. Hemp seeds, I get hemp seeds in bulk. And that's these, right? So I got to refill this up because I got more hemp seeds in there. But basically, I buy like a 5-pound bag of hemp seeds, and I do like a quarter cup of hemp seeds with my oats, and that is a quarter cup is like 12 grams of protein, 12, 13, something like that. So for me, 80 grams of protein generally is enough for me, right? I tend to go over on that. I eat a lot of food just because I really enjoy eating, right? But basically, you know, I'm burning like around 3,100 calories a day, 3,200, something like that. So when I go on a morning walk, or when we go on a morning walk, we walk for about 7 miles, somewhere around that. And by the time we get back, I mean, my caloric burn is around 1,400 before like 10 o'clock. So definitely ain't worried about eating too much, that's for sure. That's right, the mushrooms are the bomb. They add a nice meaty texture. That's right. Oh, and I do sunflower seed kernels too. So yeah, as long as you're eating enough, protein isn't really a problem. For most people, you really only need about 1 gram of protein per kilogram of lean mass. Right, that's generally what you need. If not, you don't even necessarily need that. That's just the number that I tend to go with. I've been eating raw for 2 weeks. Marinated, dehydrated, roasted mushrooms are one of my favorite things for collard green wraps, nori rolls, or de-roasted with broccoli. Interesting. Look at that. That's sophisticated right there. That's way more sophisticated than what I'd be doing. I'd just be sucking back all types of fruits and stuff, and I eat my oat pudding. And I top it with my sunflower seed kernels and stuff. I'm sucking back bananas. Just accumulating food babies throughout the day. So yeah, basically, I mean, just keep, just that food scale is a real game changer. So you can basically weigh your food and then plug it into Chronometer, and then see what you get, and that'll give you an idea of what kind of nutrition you're taking in. Oh, de-roasted is dehydrated roasted. Oh, okay, gotcha. Interesting. And I do my teas and whatnot. But yeah, that loaded salad at the end of the day, definitely like doing that. So the lentils, the kasha, that's in the salad. Diced onion, bell pepper, mushrooms, hemp seeds, cashews, spring mix. That's all in the salad. So that's big stuff. And then I'll season it up I'll throw all type of seasonings on there. Right? I like to season my food well. Right. So, in this basil, I mean, I'll even season my food with the basil too. Basil, curry, garlic, onion, thyme, oregano, just all that stuff. And I buy the seasonings in bulk. This is typically how I have my seasonings in these big bulk containers. And cacao and cinnamon and all that type of stuff. Get the bang for the buck. But yeah. So I pretty much covered everything I wanted to cover tonight. Does anybody have any questions to ask before we wrap up? Just wanted to come hang out, cut some fruit with y'all, show y'all what my routine is like, how I do it. They get soft and tender, but they're still raw and juicy, just like oven roasted veggies. Oh, I got tomatoes too, like these beautiful like thick steak tomatoes. Those are good too. Yeah. So yeah, you know. I'm gonna get a watermelon for next time and some other fruits. I'm actually gonna take requests for fruits. I got like a bunch of kiwis and whatnot here. So I might, I'm gonna have to do, if I'm gonna eat though during the stream, I'm gonna have to do the streams earlier. I'm done eating for the day by like 7 or 8 o'clock or something like that. I don't really eat late at night. So, but yeah, I appreciate y'all coming through, hanging out with me. I'm gonna make it an early night because I'm trying to get to bed at a decent time. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna stay on here till like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night like I tend to do sometimes. So, appreciate y'all coming to hang out. And before I log off here, just some important information. There's links in the description of this video where you can sign up for a call. You can join my 12-week mentorship, where basically you get access to all of my courses and guides that give you a step-by-step how to set up your diet and all of that type of stuff. Access to my support group. I also do personalized coaching, so there's a link for that as well, and my newsletter, so you get notifications for streams like this. All right, folks. Miss Juju. Don't forget to like the video. True. Don't forget to like the video. That's right. I'm gonna try to get like a 90 sleep score tonight. I'm gonna try to sleep I'm gonna sleep myself into a coma tonight. I'm gonna sleep deep. Try not to stay up too late. All right, y'all. Get to bed early. Stay focused. And I'll talk to y'all soon.